Morning from Sue McGregor and John Humphreys in London.
And good morning from Brian Redhead at the Labour Party conference in Blackpool.
For the headlines this morning, the Prime Minister will be discussing Britain's demand for reform to the ERM with President Mitterrand in Paris today. A new set of figures shows that over 1,000 firms a week are going out of business. And the Brazilian Parliament has voted to impeach the country's president, Fernando Collor, on corruption charges. Today's newsreader is Charlotte Green.
The Prime Minister is flying to Paris this morning for talks with President Mitterrand. It's thought Britain's demand for a reform of the exchange rate mechanism will be discussed. John Major will return to London later in the day for a meeting with the Danish Prime Minister. Over 46,000 firms have gone bust so far this year, according to a new set of figures. The Business Information Group, Dun & Bradstreet, says over 1,000 businesses are going bankrupt each week, with the South East being the hardest hit. The leader of the Engineering and Electrical Workers Union, Bill Jordan, has attacked the union block vote system, which dominates the Labour Party conference. He said fellow union leaders were like flying pickets who turned up each year to force through the policies they wanted. A television researcher who worked on a Channel 4 programme which alleged collusion between members of the Royal Ulster Constabulary and loyalist terrorists has been charged with perjury. Ben Hamilton will appear before magistrates in London this morning. Turkish troops are carrying out a major offensive against fighters from the Kurdish Workers' Party following a series of clashes in the southeast of the country. More than 80 people were killed in battles yesterday. The American basketball star Magic Johnson is to make a professional comeback. He retired last year after announcing he had the AIDS virus. Johnson will play for his old team, the Los Angeles Lakers. He said, "God put me here to play basketball."
The National Association of Citizens Advice Bureau brings out its annual report today. Perhaps not surprising that they have said that inquiries about debt now head the list of consumer inquiries to them. Well, on the line from York is the NCAB's Chief Executive, Anne Abraham. Mrs. Abraham, the recession is obviously making a big difference to your work.
Yes, it certainly is.
Whole towns and villages have been swept away by the floods which are moving south from the Kashmir region in the north of the country. A massive relief operation is underway to rescue people marooned on high land.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Anderson.
So you got my book in the window at last.
Well, it's the least we could do.
Do you want me to sign it?
Well, I'd rather you didn't. We find that the unsigned ones sell better, actually.
Thank you. Stephen Fry. How's he selling?
He's doing terrific. He's our bestseller and he appears to be the nationwide bestseller.
This is a quite brilliant first novel, the sort of book which we all hoped and dangerously for the author expected Stephen Fry to come up with. The wit sparkles. The comic set pieces work a treat, and enjoyably penetrating it. Imagine writing that.
Well, someone gets paid for it.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Anderson. Would you like standard or golden service?
Standard, or what's the difference?
Well, on the golden service, they retexture and hand finish them.
Okay.
Yes?
Golden service.
Right. Keep a crease in the trousers?
Keep the crease,
right,
yes. And
okay.
don't forget I'm a shareholder.
Oh, do you ever let us forget?
I certainly can't afford to. Tell me, do you sell mothballs?
No, Robert Dyes offers the chemistry.
You can still get them.
Yes, you can still get them. God, they've been going for years.
Listen, I've got another question to ask you. Do you know who David Mellor is?
David Mellor? No, I don't.
You've never heard of him?
No. Well, who is he?
David Mellor has been on the front page of the Evening Standard for about the last 2 weeks.
Yes, I know.
You do?
Yeah, I do know Mr. Anderson, yes. Yes. I've been reading all about it and not realised the name.
What's this like?
Excellent, really good. It's
How much?
£7.50. It's Sancerre from Old Vines.
$7.50. That's a little beyond me. No.
Well,
Well, have you got anything dry, white, but reasonably priced?
well, from the same grape variety, we have the Sauvignon Touraine from Guy Saget, which is it's about 2/3 of the price, but same grape variety, a
How
little
much?
bit. $3.89.
That's more like it, yes.
It's,
Tell me, I want to ask you a question. Do you know who David Mellor is?
I should hope so. Yes.
Go on.
He's the minister for
Fun.
fun. Well, that's what the.
Well done, thank you. Yes, okay, I'll have a bottle.
You'll have a bottle.
Thanks.
Wonderful.
Okay. I regularly do my shopping at Waitrose, but unfortunately the John Lewis Partnership won't allow filming to be done in their shops. So happily the Sainsbury people were very charming and let us do it there. Rosemary!
Hey, hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you just done yours?
Yes, what are you off to?
Off to shop, Waitrose.
Waitrose, of course.
Waitrose, of
Yes,
course.
of course. Did you get the script?
I did, but I only got it last night, and I've been away for a week, so I haven't read it. The
No.
revised one. Is it very different?
Not very, no. Well, you know, authors, yes.
Oh, right.
Are you still in that thing at the Cottesloe?
I am. Yes, Angels. Yes.
Going well?
Yes, not a seat to be had.
You know, I saw the other day, I was looking at the stills of the March on Russia.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Ah, I'd love to do that again.
I don't think we're likely to be asked. See you soon.
See you, Lindsay. See you Monday week.
Okay,
Yeah,
cheers.
In this simulation, the machine appears to be working normally at first, but after 10 minutes, smoke starts to appear, and after 15, it bursts into flames.
This so-called semi-conservative replication results in 2 new molecules of DNA. Every cell in the organism contains this DNA. It's exactly the same from cell to cell, the same length with the same sequence of bases. It doesn't matter whether the cells are part of the liver, dedicated to glycogen storage, the pancreas for insulin production, or the small intestine for the absorption of nutrients.
Hello? Yeah, my name is Alexander Anderson. Yes, I was kicked out of the college at Christmas, and everyone, could you, hello, I've left City Poly, and that was last Christmas, and you keep sending me bills to say that I haven't paid £720. And I was thrown out. I was, and everyone has acknowledges that I've left except the registry. And you keep sending me these annoying little bills, and it's extremely annoying. Yeah, can you just check? You know, just type in my name and find out if I exist.
Milk? Yes, please. No sugar. Lindsay, you're an old-time anarchist. How can you read this, the Daily Telegraph?
If I read the Telegraph, I don't expect to agree with it. If I read a liberal paper, I'm supposed to agree with it, and it just makes me annoyed. So I read the Telegraph.
Yeah, that sounds like a rationalisation.
Listen, do you want a bun?
Yes, please. What sort?
Currant bun with a sticky top.
Oh, great. Perfect. Okay.
What are you doing now, Bernard?
I'm doing, at this moment, a radio serial, a large one. We're going to the studio in about 2 weeks' time. So it's been great, but I'm very confused because, you know, all these characters are spilling over into each other. You know, it's terrible. It's like a terrifying Pirandello nightmare. Hieronymus Bosch plus Pirandello.
Have you been paid for the plays?
Of course, that's the most important thing of all. I mean, they know, don't they, that the way to get the artist is by the balls, to not give them money. I mean, that's the one area that we're all obsessed by, the need to get paid by, will I survive? Will I make a living? I can't see more than a month ahead. It's frightening because you're an established writer. I'm an established writer. And yet the struggle continues. Will it ever be different? Will it ever be different?
Well, is your BBC play, the radio play, is it going to be accepted?
I'm just about to phone the director. I'm still the victim. Every writer who thinks, oh, I've written it, great, and then you suddenly realise writing is rewriting. I sent in the rewrites yesterday, 2 days ago. I meant to phone her now, this morning.
Feel free, Bernard.
Feel free for what?
To make the fucking telephone call.
Right, okay, I'll do it now. It's Cherry Cookson. She's a very...
I don't mind who it is.
She's a marvellous director.
Well, I'm delighted. Go on.
She has power over me. That's what I resent. Why should she have power over me? I would elicit an opinion from a window cleaner. I hope she's there, because I've got to resolve this. It always hangs over you. Hello? Is that Cherry? Hi, Cherry, Bernard. So, yeah. Are you saying that it's no better? I mean, I thought it was much better. Oh, God. I mean, I just feel that I'd given a lot to this, and I felt that I'd gone a long way, and I saw your points, but I don't know, I just feel you... Yeah. It's a bit... too creative. I'm being accused of being too creative.
Do you remember when we first met? Eh? 27 years ago.
I don't believe that.
That's true. I just left Sandhurst.
Yeah.
And I came along and I asked Bob Selby if I could meet someone.
Well.
At Chichester Festival Theatre.
And we were doing the cherry orchard.
That's right. And you said, would you like to be a moujek in the cherry orchard? So I said, thank you terribly much, because I said, it's just been like that. And you said, fine, come along and we'll do it.
What are you doing next?
I'm doing the To Kill a Mockingbird, that's right, Harper Lee.
That's an American play, isn't it?
Set in
Do you play an American?
Pep Tate, I'm a sheriff.
Do a bit.
Well, I never heard tell that it was against the law for a citizen to do his utmost from preventing a crime from being committed. Bringing here. What's the matter? Yours low.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Can I have another coffee?
Please, go and help us out.
All right, lovely. Thanks a lot.
Kettle's by the window.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you realise now it's 7 years since I had an alcoholic drink?
Do you mean it's 7 years since we did Hamlet?
No, actually, it must be about 9 years. But the shock of having been sacked on the first day of rehearsals from your production, you know, it was sort of such a trauma that it took me that time before I could actually give it up completely.
What were you playing?
I think Metellus.
Marcellus.
Oh, right, yes, that's right.
Have you done any television?
I've done them all. I've done General Hospital, Crossroads, Emmerdale Farm, The Bill.
What did you do in The Bill?
I played an unfaithful husband.
Very appropriate.
Thank you.
Have you done Casualty?
No, they haven't asked me. Yet.
They will.
Is there any milk?
Yeah, in the fridge.
All right, thanks. Oh, bollocks! Well, I'm sorry.
It always does that.
Okay. Oh, bloody hell.
Here, Lindsay. I've brought you something.
That's right. Is that for me?
It certainly is. To remind you of your favourite part of the world.
Great. Thanks. Do you want one?
Sure.
Great. Okay. Here we are. Okay. You still with the BBC?
Somehow, yes. Still keeping going.
How many of these things have you done since you went to the BBC?
God. Well, when you go back to it, there was the homeless kids ones. People wrongly accused of being security risks in Northern Ireland. DNA testing immigration casework. Listeria. Squaddies dying of heat stroke on training courses. Doctors misdiagnosing child abuse. Death at work. Anybody doing anything about it. Illegality of homosexual acts on the Isle of Man.
Oh, great. Yeah. What happened? Was the law changed?
It's going to, and they tell me. They're going to let them do it.
What have you been doing now?
It's a film inside of funeral directors in southwest London in Tooting. Just people who come and go to funerals, you know.
Exercises in journalistic futility. Or do you think that's unfair?
Do you always wear your hat indoors?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Well, why do you make these films?
Make people think about what's going on.
Do you really think people want to think?
Some people.
Not the kind of people we make films for. Oh boy. How long have you got at the National?
Well, let me see. We're in September till May next year.
May? When did you start?
May this year.
My God.
If it goes well. I mean, we could finish before then, but I mean, that's when the contract runs out.
And is that all you're doing?
I might be doing another play, but at the moment it's just A Midsummer Night's Dream. So, it's a long time in the mud. Who'd be an actor?
Well, I start in a couple of weeks.
I know.
Having waited practically a year, you know.
It's mainly women, I believe.
Can I come in?
Yeah, do.
Can I sit down?
So, have you got a cast?
Yes, we have, I'm glad to say. You know that Alan Bates is playing lead. And we've been doing readings, and we've got a very good cast, actually, I think.
Good.
But, exactly.
What are you thinking
I'll call the police.
That won't do any good.
The Queen has offered to accept a big reduction in pay, according to reports this morning.
The Queen is currently paid £7.9 million a year. One option is that she take a direct pay cut, or that she might have to pay for some of the less senior royals from her private income. The Prince and Princess of Wales won't be affected, as they're funded by income from the Duchy of Cornwall. Early intervention by the Prime Minister could save the royal family from an embarrassing public debate. It's feared some MPs could demand radical changes in the public funding of the royal family when the Commons resumes next month.
Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, do-do. Always look on...
No, the second part has to go up. So you sing, well, always look on the bright side of life. Ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Always look on the bright side. Try that.
Try again.
Okay.
Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, do-do.
Always look. Always look up.
Always.
Now up.
Always look on the bright side of life. It's
well,
not
no, I suppose that wasn't
yeah,
how
but
it
it's
was
not
in the
supposed
film.
to go that way, see?
Well, how did it go?
I've just told you. I just showed you how it went.
How did you get here this morning?
I go to the Northern Line to Charing Cross, and then from Charing Cross to the Jubilee Line to straight through here. But it was a bit difficult this morning because I didn't think I was going to make it.
Well, why were you late?
Because the train that I was on was going to Charing Cross, but unfortunately there was a fault on the Charing Cross line, so I had to wait for another train. You know, waiting, and then so many people on the platform. It was just shocking, you know.
Bloody awful, yes. The Northern Line's a terrible line, actually.
Oh. And you don't get a seat. You've got to stand all the way your journey. There's no way you get a seat.
Yeah.
It's absolutely shocking.
Can you come by bus?
Well, I could, but that'd take me longer because the traffic would be so busy. Because I could go from Tooting to Battersea and then pick up the 31 from Wales End, but then that means I'm going all round the houses, and I still wouldn't get here at 10 o'clock in the morning. I get here about the afternoon, something like that.
Well, it's not worth it. No. Better come back to you.
Yeah, I think it's much easier. I find it's much easier anyway, you know.
Do you know who Antonio de Sancho is?
She's an opera singer.
No, she isn't. She's the one who sucked David Mellor's toe.
I don't really know these people because I don't really get time to see who's who and what's what.
No, that is.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
Good actor.
I think he's... Well, you don't like him.
I don't like him, no.
No. Well, some things he's good at and some things he's not, but I quite like him.
I don't like his hair.
Scientists have warned that potentially fatal radon gas may be more widespread in Britain than they first thought. Devon and Cornwall have already been identified as danger areas. Now, a government report says the gas, which is natural, has also been found in Northamptonshire, Derbyshire and Somerset.
There's something here you ought to look at. Better hearing means a better life.
Better hearing means a better life, Scrivens, yes. And here is your actual size model of a Scrivens Mini Aid. The model is, of course, non-functioning.
And the Employment Policy Institute Economic Report. Employment
Policy Institute, yes, good. Could be useful, eh? Right.
Liberty and Greenpeace, both.
Liberty, Greenpeace. Glenn Lewis finally walked free from prison on the 24th of July, cleared by the Court of Appeal. Yes, thousands of waste products are discharged by industry, combining to form all manner of polluting cocktails. Well, it's no joke, Cathy.
And the programme has come for Billy.
Billy Lyle, yes, I wrote a piece in there.
And of course you should be doing your programme notes for stages.
Right, okay, got a pad and, right. Lindsay Anderson was invited to direct his first play by David Storey at the Royal Court
when he was editing If. This was In Celebration. This was followed by 7 or 8 plays by David Story. 8. Together with plays by other authors at other theatres, but mostly at the Royal Court and then the National. And this, of course, led to Playboy of the Western World at Riverside, Holiday, and The March on Russia, which was my last play at the National. I mustn't forget Dispersal in Coventry, that was with Jill and Dan Massey, and Frank's play, The Fishing Trip, at Croydon. It's not a bad selection.
Pretty good.
Yes. We've seen many, many fine actors come and go. Been very lucky actually in being able to combine plays with films. It's very interesting, you know, that film people never seem to know anything about plays. I don't think they go to the theatre. I suppose theatre people don't go to films, but I don't think that's quite so true.
I mean, it's not as good as the other cavalry ones.
Well, but don't you think it makes a good introduction to that last section?
That section, no, that's really good. I think it's. But there's another bit as well later on where, before the final battle, where Fondas' sound forward to the bugler and Wayne shouts forward and Pedro Armendariz shouts forward, and they go charging off, which is good.
I think it's amazing actually that the exteriors, the action scenes, they're all prime stuff. They're really good.
Yeah, but it's not as well photographed as some of the other ones.
I think it's awful, to be honest with you. No, I think it is, and I think that it really reveals the fact that so much that's written about movies generally, or about Ford particularly, is literary. They don't notice whether a film is shot by Archie Stout.
Yeah.
You know, who I personally, I understand that Ford used him because Archie Stout's son, who seems to have been a very nice chap, was killed in his unit in the war. And perhaps that's the reason why he did ask him to shoot pictures, you know.
Can we do this last bit of commentary?
Okay, we'll do the second part, and listen, I'd like to show you this bit that I wrote this morning in bed.
In bed?
Yes, in bed. I think it's the best place to write. Well, if not in bed, in the morning, anyway. And, well, we don't have to use it.
No,
but
let's hear it.
Okay. There are two kinds of film directors. There's the professional, who can realize almost any subject, often very effectively, often with an individual accent. And there's the poet, who is at his best with a subject that is congenial to him, that can embody his personal feelings and values. John Ford was lucky enough to be both, professional and poet. He could make a success of The Whole Town's Talking, and he could make a poem like Wagon Master. He could pull off The Searchers, but his heart was in The Quiet Man.
You do hello, how are you? Antonius Powell in Telecollapse. What do you think of that?
No comments.
Do you think anybody's going to be interested in all this? Yeah. Now these are the collected, you know, whatever that is. What's it say?
Collected writings, Hollywood,
Yeah.
Hollywood directors.
These are foreign directors.
Foreign directors.
And British directors. Goldcrest, Reed, Powell, 1 and 2. I think there are 3 reviews here of Powell's books.
No, Powell's the reason I'm doing the job I'm doing. That's probably what interested me in opera. I mean, I didn't realise for 25 years.
Are reviews of his autobiography. And I did think that possibly it would be useful to include in any collected writings something from about John Ford. This is the scrapbook with some early film reviews in it. That's a review of The Quiet Man. I had a very nice letter from John Ford about that. I must have sent it to him.
Well, this looks as if it's been eaten by mice.
It was eaten by mice. I used to review for The Observer until I had a row with them because I wrote a piece about the cinema exhibition that they put on. And I said to them, look, I don't like them. So they said, oh, well, that's fine. I mean, they make good journalism if you write something against the exhibition, you know. So I wrote it, but the editor was furious, cancelled it, and I never wrote for The Observer.
David Astor.
That's right.
So, you see, the secret is if you're going to be a journalist and write unpopular things, you've got to be on staff, so they can't actually fire you. But if you're a freelance, you can be disposed of.
Yes, but if you are on the staff, you don't write pejorative things.
Oh, I don't know, one can, but obviously you've got to use your sense. I mean, there's no point in actually blood on the floor.
Also, I used to review for the New Statesman, so I had a row with them. So I wrote a bad review of Bridge on the River Kwai.
Why? That was a Powell film, wasn't it?
I used to write... No, of course it wasn't. No. It was, no, David Lean.
David Lean, that's right.
David Lean always thought that I hated his films.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I think they were overpraised.
But did you like Michael Powell's films?
Yes, up to a point.
Is it true that his career was ended by Peeping Tom?
No, absolutely not. Complete rubbish.
So what was the problem?
Because he didn't have a marketable talent.
Do you think that's your problem?
It's great to hear that, to get that feedback, you know, and we're just beginning to show the movie to audiences, and so it's very exciting to get this kind of feedback. But I always wanted to make a movie, and I wanted it to be historically accurate, and I wanted it to be big and all those things, but most importantly, I didn't want it to be boring.
Is that the David Sherwin?
These scripts are bloody heavy.
I hope you brought the lot.
Yep.
And which of those is the earliest?
When the garden gnomes began to bleed.
Now, how was this commissioned?
By Mark Shivers of the BBC.
And what happened to it?
He rejected it.
Yeah, well, I've got the letters of rejection here. I don't know if you've seen them.
No.
No, I don't suppose you were ever shown them. What was the BBC said? Oh, yes, I'm disappointed. I must be frank with you and say that for me the script lacks clarity, focus, and the fundamental emotional strength necessary for such a tale. I cannot truly believe in the characters, nor can I find sufficient surprise or originality in their situation. And I think then we went to Channel 4, and this was the telephone conversation with Karen Bamborough of Channel 4 to my agent. 1, she was not excited by it. 2, she does not feel passionately about it. 3, Channel 4 is wary of films about our industry. 4. Channel 4 is developing its own play on the subject. Well, of course, films about our industry are really rather fashionable and profitable now.
Of course, that's Barton Fink.
Barton Fink last year won the prize at Cannes.
Terrific commercial hit. Player. It was a very successful success.
Granada. It was a great letter from Granada, actually. I can't see it would fit comfortably within the draconian requirements of our co-production structures. I'm never quite convinced about autobiographical pieces such as this. The writer can all too readily be accused of special pleading, and it's difficult to invite the reader's or audience's sympathy to his stroke her side. David Sherwin might possibly move the piece slightly towards the fantastical. Well, what was the next one after Garden Gnomes? Have we got another script?
The screenplay is The Cherry Orchard, which you wrote with Frank Grimes, which you're still hoping to get the money for?
Still hoping, yes. And then? Have you got another script there?
There's If 2, which has been going on for about 8 years.
If 2?
That's correct.
Yes. Well, I don't think this will ever be made because I don't think Paramount, they're not interested. You know that they're doing a remake of the Browning version.
I do.
Directed by Ridley Scott. What's next?
There's a film that we've been on for about last year, The Monster Butler. Here it is.
The Monster Butler.
Which I've written a treatment for.
Oh, yes. No, I remember this.
And this is the only hope I've got.
When you say that you wrote a treatment of it, did I have anything to do with it?
Of course, as always.
You did.
But you wouldn't put your name on it, I remember that.
Who's that?
I think his name was Bell, my great-grand-uncle.
Oh, the Whiskey Bell.
Yes, he was, believe it or not. They were.
Very good.
What's that there?
Ah, these are a few needles for you.
Oh.
This is just to free up the energy so you don't get any blockage here. That's a little tender, no?
No.
Have you had any pain down here, Lindsay?
Mr. Anderson.
I'm just going to press a little bit. I'm just going to turn the probe around. Heart looks fine. It's beating very, very nicely. Nice regular rhythm.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Looks exactly as it should be. Just going to change the format of the echo. Look at that in a different mode now.
In Cape Town, the biggest rally since Nelson Mandela was released from prison. They marched for 2 hours. In Durban, they occupied public buildings, and in Johannesburg, they marched on police headquarters, a popular target.
Well, it was meant to be bleak and sort of unnoticed.
Jocelyn, how much of the set can be transparent?
Well, it's all can be. It's all the walls
show
are,
us?
yes, are made of gauze, a
Yes.
kind of gauze. That makes it transparent, but you could obviously spot a figure there. I hope at the end the two front walls will disappear and the black floor will pull back and be white there, so that you'll get shadows of people onto this rather strange shimmering.
Well, I wondered
if
if
you
I
want
know
it,
this
that
is
is.
a...
You don't have to have
Excuse me. Thank you. No, this isn't quite in accord with the text as it stands at the moment, but
And most of the exits are done by lighting.
lighting, and also I think, of course, that
and music.
I think the music is really equally important, or to be considered very much with the lighting.
Yeah.
And did you?
Yes. Well, we'll only get a feel of that during rehearsal, really.
It's great.
All right.
Yeah. Have you had a copy of the script, the new script?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, it's not very different. I think there's one speech towards the end with a different character on it. It doesn't affect you much. Apart from that, it's really the same, with the dance at the end. Have you got a piece you particularly think would go with the dance?
There's a sort of green sleeves thing. Do you want to hear it?
I would, yeah.
India's battle against polio is being won painfully and slowly. Vaccines have dramatically reduced its incidence, but for some, corrective surgery offered by the train is their only hope. Many know it simply as God's chariot. On board, volunteer doctors provide treatment for cataracts, deafness, and particularly polio.
Look at this royal family business. It's all part of the general malaise, and it is becoming beyond a joke. We may have had it, like the Spanish had it at the collapse of the Spanish Empire, and they were 200 years, 400 or 500 years recovering, and now they're making a comeback. We maybe had it for the next 300 years, 400 years. We must put everybody back to work. What are they going to make? What are they going to do in these factories? We don't make anything that anybody wants. He's got nice teeth when he smiles. I suppose I'm a bit old-fashioned. Well, I am old-fashioned. They lack a certain gravitas. Which, I mean, for example, they don't like Mitterrand. But at least he's got gravitas. The sad thing about it is that nobody's a charlatan. They're all trying their best, but the best isn't fucking good enough. I think we've reached a stage now when there's nothing more to be said. I mean, everything, I mean, they're going to go on saying it, but they're not going to say anything that is constructive or new or... So that's it. What do we do? Nothing. Just slowly go down the drain.
I remember when I was a very small boy, our house caught on fire. I'll never forget the look in my father's face as he gathered me up in his arms and raced through the burning building, out onto the pavement. I stood there, shivering in my pajamas, watching the whole world go up in flames. And when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's shake out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is. And then I fell in love, head over heels in love, with the most wonderful girl in the world, who would take long walks by the river, or just sit for hours, gazing into each other's eyes. We were so very much in love. And then one day, she went away, and I was alone. I thought I'd die, but I didn't. And when I didn't, I said to myself, is that all there is to love? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all.
We are here to say farewell to two good friends. You know that Jill and Rachel were friends of ours and friends to each other. And life is not the same without them. I think that they would have enjoyed this ceremony. They both had great humor and they both had great zest. I know that up there they'll be having a good laugh. So may I ask you to drink to Jill and Rachel. Jill and Rachel.
Thank you very much.
Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep. I know what you must be saying to yourself. If that's the way he feels about it, why doesn't he just end it all? Oh no, not me. I'm not ready for that final disappointment. But I know, just as sure as I'm sitting here talking to you, that when that moment comes and I'm taking my last breath, I'll be saying to myself, is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball.